The frat house reeked of stale beer and regret as I stumbled out into the night, my heart shattering with every step. Laughter echoed from inside, Jake's voice cutting through like a knife. "Dude, you owe me $50. I told you I could make him fall for me in a month. I was just a bet to him." A punchline in his straight guy's game. And now the world spun as I realized my first real crush had been nothing but a cruel joke. My name is Alex Thompson, a sophomore at UCLA, navigating the chaos of college life while hiding my sexuality from my conservative family back in Texas. That night, after overhearing Jake's boast, I wandered aimlessly through the campus, tears blurring the streetlights. I didn't see the car until it was too late. A screech of tires, a blinding flash, and then darkness swallowed me whole. I woke up in a hospital bed, the beeping of machines pulling me back to reality. My leg was in a cast, ribs aching from the impact, but the pain in my chest felt deeper, unrelated to the accident. A nurse entered the room, his scrubs crisp and his smile warm, like a lifeline in the sterile white space. "Hey there, Alex. I'm Ethan. You gave us quite a scare last night. How are you feeling?" Ethan Ramirez was in his mid-20s, with kind hazel eyes and a gentle demeanor that put me at ease immediately. He checked my vitals with efficient hands, chatting lightly about the weather in Los Angeles to distract me from the discomfort. As he adjusted my I found myself opening up, the words tumbling out before I could stop them. "I feel like an idiot," I muttered. "Got hit by a car because I was too busy crying over some guy who played me." He paused, his expression softening. "Sounds rough. Want to talk about it?" I'm a good listener, part of the job description. Maybe it was the painkillers or maybe it was his genuine concern, but I spilled everything. The secret dates with Jake, the stolen kisses that meant the world to me, and the devastating revelation that it was all a wager among his frat brothers. Ethan listened without judgment, nodding occasionally, his presence a balm to my wounded soul. Over the next few days, as I recovered from the fractured leg and bruised ribs, Ethan became a constant in my routine. He'd sneak in extra Jell-O during his shifts, share stories from his own life to make me laugh. Born in a small town in Arizona to Mexican immigrant parents, he'd fought his way through nursing school while dealing with his own coming-out struggles. "My family disowned me at first," he confided one evening. "Said I was bringing shame. But I built my life here, found a community. It gets better, Alex. Trust me." His words resonated, stirring something inside me. But doubt crept in. Was I just latching onto the first kind face after Jake's betrayal? My phone buzzed with messages from friends, but none from Jake. Rumors spread on campus about the gay bet, turning me into a cautionary tale. I felt exposed, vulnerable, like everyone was whispering behind my back. One afternoon, my parents called. Mom's voice was laced with worry. "Alex, honey, what happened?" The hospital said it was a hit and run. I downplayed it, but Dad jumped in, his Texas drawl stern. "Son, you need to focus on your studies, not whatever distractions are out there in that liberal hellhole." If only they knew the half of it. Hanging up, I stared at the ceiling, wondering if I'd ever escape the shadows of secrecy. Ethan noticed my mood shift during his next check-in. "Family troubles?" he asked, sitting on the edge of the bed. I nodded, and he shared more about his reconciliation with his parents, how it took years, therapy, and small steps. "Love isn't about fitting into boxes, Alex. It's about finding people who see you." His hand brushed mine accidentally, sending a spark through me. Was this attraction or just gratitude? As discharge day approached, I dreaded leaving the safety of the hospital. Ethan handed me his number. "Call if you need anything. Meds, advice, or just to vent." I pocketed it, heart racing. Stepping out into the sunny LA streets, crutches under my arms, I felt a glimmer of hope. But back at the dorm, reality hit. Jake cornered me in the hallway, smirking. "Hey man, no hard feelings, right? It was just a joke." His nonchalance ignited fury in me. "A joke? You humiliated me," I shouted, drawing stairs. He shrugged, walking away as if I were nothing. That night, alone in my room, I dialed Ethan's number. "I don't know why I'm calling," I admitted. Just, thanks for listening. We talked for hours about dreams, fears, the weight of societal expectations. For the first time since the accident, I didn't feel like a bet. I felt seen. Weeks blurred into a routine of physical therapy and avoiding campus gossip. My leg healed slowly, but the emotional scars from Jake's betrayal festered. Friends tiptoed around me, offering awkward sympathy, while online forums buzzed with anonymous posts mocking the frat bet gone wrong. I scrolled through them obsessively, each comment a dagger. Should have seen it coming. Straight guys don't switch teams. Ethan became my anchor. Our phone calls evolved into coffee meetups at a quiet cafe near the hospital. He'd show up post-shift, still in scrubs, his tired eyes lighting up when he saw me. "Tell me about your day," he'd say, genuinely interested in my literature classes or my passion for writing. I learned he volunteered at an LGBTQ+ youth center on weekends, helping kids like I once was, confused and scared. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, we walked along the beach. The waves crashed rhythmically, mirroring the turmoil in my heart. "Why do you care so much?" I asked him. Ethan stopped, turning to face me. "Because I've been there. Coming out in a family that values tradition over everything. It nearly broke me. Seeing you fight through this reminds me why I became a nurse. To heal more than bodies." His vulnerability drew me closer. Our hands intertwined naturally, a simple gesture that felt monumental. But doubt lingered. Was I ready for this? Society's judgments loomed large. My parents' potential rejection, the stares from strangers. Back home, being gay was whispered about, not celebrated. Here in LA, it was freer, but old fears died hard. Tension escalated when Jake's frat hosted a party, and I was invited, probably out of pity. Against my better judgment, I went, crutches and all, hoping for closure. The music thumped, bodies pressed together. Jake approached, beer in hand. "Alex, let's bury the hatchet. I didn't mean to hurt you." His eyes darted, insincere. Before I could respond, a mutual friend chimed in. "Yeah, it was hilarious until it wasn't." Laughter erupted, and I felt small, exposed. I left early, calling Ethan in tears. He met me at my dorm, wrapping me in a hug that felt like home. "You don't owe them anything," he whispered. That night, we shared our first kiss under the stars. A tentative, heartfelt connection that washed away some of the pain. But as bliss settled, conflicts arose. Ethan's work schedule was grueling. 12-hour shifts left him exhausted. "I want to be there for you, but this job, it's my life," he said apologetically after canceling a date. Meanwhile, my grades slipped as depression set in. Therapy helped, but sessions unearthed deeper issues, internalized homophobia from my upbringing. "You're worthy of love, Alex," my counselor said. Ethan's patience bolstered me, but external pressures mounted. A viral social media post about the bet named me, sparking debates online. Some defended me, calling out toxic masculinity. Others blamed me for falling for it. My roommate, supportive but straight, tried to help. "Dude, Ethan's good for you. Forget Jake." But when I confided about our growing relationship, he hesitated. "Just be careful, people talk." His words echoed societal divides, where acceptance was conditional. A turning point came during Pride Month. Ethan invited me to a parade, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "It's empowering," he urged. I went, hesitant at first, but the sea of rainbows and cheers enveloped me. Holding his hand publicly felt liberating yet terrifying. A group of protesters shouted slurs from the sidelines, their signs condemning us. One voice stood out, familiar. My cousin, visiting from Texas, spotted me. "Alex? What the hell?" he yelled, phone in hand. Panic surged. If he told my family. Ethan pulled me away, his grip steady. "Breathe. We'll handle it together." Back at his apartment, we talked through the night. "Coming out isn't a one-time thing," he said. "It's layers." His story of losing friends after revealing his sexuality mirrored my fears, but his resilience inspired me. As our bond deepened, jealousy crept in. Ethan mentioned an ex, a doctor who'd cheated. Trust is everything, he said. I nodded, but Jake's ghost haunted me, making me question every interaction. When Ethan worked late with a flirty colleague, doubts festered. Are you sure about us? I asked one night. He cupped my face. More than anything. Yet, society's undercurrents persisted. At a family video call, Mom probed, "Any girls in your life?" I deflected, but the lie weighed heavy. Ethan encouraged honesty, but I wasn't ready. The conflict built, a storm brewing. Summer break loomed, forcing a decision. Visit home or stay in LA? Ethan suggested joining him for a road trip to Arizona to meet his reconciled family. It could show you what's possible, he said. Tempted, I agreed, but anxiety gnawed. What if my parents found out? The drive was scenic, highways cutting through deserts under endless skies. Ethan shared playlists of indie folk songs, our conversations delving into dreams. I want to open a clinic for underserved LGBTQ+ folks, he revealed. His ambition awed me. I confessed my aspiration to write novels about queer experiences. You could change minds, he encouraged. Arriving at his parents' modest home, nerves peaked. His mom greeted us warmly, hugging me like family. Ethan's told us about you. Welcome. Over dinner, tamales and stories, his dad shared his journey from rejection to acceptance. It took time, but love won. Their openness contrasted my family's silence on such topics. That night, in the guest room, Ethan held me. See? It's possible. But reality intruded. My cousin's video from Pride circulated online, tagging my family. A frantic call from Mom. Alex? What's this? Are you gay? Her voice cracked. Dad took over. This is unacceptable. Come home now, we'll sort this out. Heart pounding, I hung up, tears streaming. Ethan comforted me, but the rift felt irreparable. Back in LA, confrontations escalated. Jake, emboldened by the buzz, messaged me. Told you it was a phase. Now you're with a nurse? Pathetic. His words fueled rage, but Ethan advised ignoring him. He's projecting his insecurities. Still, campus became a minefield. Whispers followed me to class. Ethan's job added strain. A grueling shift ended with him collapsing into bed, barely speaking. I love what I do, but it drains me, he admitted. I felt neglected, sparking arguments. You prioritize work over us, I accused. He sighed. Nursing isn't a 9 to 5. Lives depend on me. The clash highlighted our differences. My student freedom versus his adult responsibilities. Societal conflicts amplified. A local news story about anti-LGBTQ+ legislation in Texas hit home. Your family state, Ethan noted sadly. Debates raged online with friends divided. One, a conservative classmate, argued, it's against nature. Our heated discussion ended friendships, isolating me further. Amid turmoil, moments of joy shone. Ethan's surprise picnic in Griffith Park, where we watched the city lights. You're my light, he said, proposing we move in together post-graduation. Elated, I agreed, but fears lingered. What if my parents cut me off? High drama unfolded at a campus event. Jake crashed an LGBTQ+ panel I spoke at, heckling, "This guy's a joke." Fell for my bet. Chaos ensued. Security escorted him out. The incident went viral, painting me as a victim. Support poured in, but so did hate mail. Ethan stood by me, his presence unwavering. Therapy sessions intensified. You're choosing authenticity, my counselor affirmed. Ethan joined one, sharing his past traumas. We heal together. Our bond strengthened, but external pressures tested it. His colleague, openly flirting, confessed feelings. Ethan rejected him firmly, but the incident sparked my insecurities. Do you regret us? I asked. Never, he replied, pulling me close. As fall semester began, my parents arrived unannounced. We need to talk, Dad demanded. In a tense cafe meeting, I came out fully. Mom cried. Dad fumed. This is a choice you can change. Their words cut deep, echoing societal biases. Ethan waited outside, offering support after. "Give them time," he said, though doubt clouded his eyes. The climax built. A family intervention back home. I flew to Texas alone, heart heavy. Relatives bombarded me with concerns, quoting scriptures. "Think of the family name," an uncle urged. Defiant, I stood my ground. "This is who I am." Storming out, I called Ethan, sobbing. "Come home to me," he said. Returning to LA, I threw myself into studies and Ethan. Our cohabitation plans solidified. We apartment hunted, envisioning a future. But Jake's antics persisted. He spread rumors Ethan was using me for attention. "Ignore it," Ethan urged, but tension simmered. A major conflict arose when Ethan's ex reappeared, needing help after a breakup. "He's just a friend now," Ethan assured, but late-night calls fueled jealousy. "Why him?" I demanded. "Because compassion is who I am." The argument escalated. "Your job? Your ex? Where do I fit?" Hurt flashed in his eyes. "You're my priority, but I won't change for you." We took space, me crashing at a friend's. Reflection hit. My trust issues stemmed from Jake, not Ethan. Apologizing, we reconciled stronger. "We communicate better," he said. Societal debates intensified with a Supreme Court case on LGBTQ+ rights. Protests erupted. We joined, chanting for equality. A counterprotester shoved me, reigniting old fears. Ethan bandaged my scraped hand, his touch tender. "We're in this fight together." Family reconciliation flickered. Mom emailed, "I miss you. Let's talk." Cautious, I responded, sharing articles on acceptance. Dad remained silent, but it was a start. High stakes came during Ethan's promotion interview. Stress mounted. He snapped at me over small things. "I need support, not doubts," he yelled. Realizing my role, I organized a quiet evening, reaffirming love. He got the job, celebrating with friends who toasted our resilience. But controversy peaked at a frat alumni event. Jake, drunk, confronted us. "You two are a freak show." Ethan stepped in. "Back off. Your hate says more about you." A scuffle ensued. Police arrived. The incident made local news, sparking discussions on campus toxicity and queer visibility. Support groups rallied. I wrote an op-ed for the school paper, detailing my journey. "From Bet to Beloved," I titled it internally. Responses varied. Praise from allies, backlash from traditionalists. One email from Dad. "Read your article." Thinking. Our relationship deepened amid chaos. Weekend getaways to Big Sur where we hiked and dreamed. "Marry me someday?" Ethan whispered. Blushing, I nodded. But reality intruded. My graduation neared. Job hunts loomed. A pivotal moment. Ethan's family visited. His mom pulled me aside. "You make him happy. Fight for your family too." Inspired, I invited my parents to graduation. They came, awkward but present. Post-ceremony, Dad shook Ethan's hand stiffly. "Take care of him." It wasn't full acceptance, but a crack in the wall. Conflicts lingered. Ethan's long hours led to burnout. He considered quitting. "For us?" I asked. "For me," he clarified. Supporting his choice, we navigated changes. As winter approached, a health scare hit. Ethan fainted at work, overexertion. Rushing to the hospital, roles reversed, I held his hand. "You saved me first," I said. Recovering, he vowed balance. Society's shifts mirrored ours. Progressive laws passed, but backlash persisted. We volunteered more, advocating change. With graduation behind me, I landed a writing gig at a queer-focused magazine. Ethan scaled back shifts, our apartment a sanctuary. Mornings started with coffee and kisses, evenings with deep talks. But past wounds surfaced in unexpected ways. Jake's apology came via letter. "I was wrong. Immature. Sorry." Skeptical, I showed Ethan. "Forgiveness is for you, not him," he advised. I replied neutrally, closing that chapter. Family progress was slow. Holidays in Texas were tense. Relatives debated politics, sidelining my relationship. Why bring him up? An aunt sniped. Defending us. Mom interjected. He's family. Dad nodded silently, a small victory. Ethan's world expanded too. He started a support group for queer healthcare workers, inviting me to co-facilitate. Sharing stories empowered us, but controversies arose. A participant outed accidentally, sparking ethical debates. Did we fail them? Ethan worried. We revised protocols, learning from mistakes. Personal growth peaked during a couple's retreat. Workshops on communication unearthed insecurities. I fear losing you to societal pressure, I confessed. Ethan admitted, I worry my job overshadows us. Vows renewed, we emerged united. High drama struck when a conservative group targeted our magazine for promoting agendas. Protests outside. I received threats. Ethan stood guard. Fierce. We don't back down. Media coverage amplified our voices, turning adversity to advocacy. As years blurred, months into our cohabitation, keeping timeline tight. Our first anniversary approached. Planning a surprise, I reflected on the journey. From betrayal's abyss to love's embrace. Celebrating at the beach where we first held hands, Ethan proposed with a simple ring. Will you? Tears flowed. Yes. Joy mingled with realism, marriage equality secure, but prejudices endured. Society's conflicts persisted. Friends' weddings denied in certain states, reminding us of fragility. We marched, voted, educated. In quiet moments, doubts whispered. Was our love resilient enough? Ethan's touch silenced them. Looking back, the bet that broke me led to the man who healed me. But questions remain. Was it fair to forgive those who hurt us? Or does true healing require holding them accountable?